let's do the 4-park challenge. Hey everyone, I'm doing the 4-park challenge today. I'm starting here in Animal Kingdom, if you couldn't tell, and I'm excited to bring you guys with me. Now you might be wondering how this is any different than the multi-pass ride challenges that I've done in the past, because I did go to all 4 parks with those. With this one, I am only doing 1 ride per park. I'm going to make sure that it's not just like a simple little walk-on ride. I'm going to try to do like one of the more popular rides. I am using multi-pass for this, just to try to help me get on some of those more popular rides with a little bit quicker speed. The difference between this and the multi-pass ride challenge is that there are additional tasks I need to do in each park. So in every park, not only will I be riding a ride, I will be getting a snack and a drink from that park, and they have to be exclusive to that park. I can't just get like a Mickey Premium ice cream bar and a Diet Coke and call that good. They have to be exclusive to the park that I am in. Additionally, I need to take a Photopass picture with the park icon. I can't just take a selfie on my phone, I have to do the Photopass. And the last part that's going to make this slightly different than when I did the multi-pass ride challenge, with that I drove myself between parks, which is definitely the fastest way to get between parks. With this, I will be taking every form of Disney transportation as well as driving at one point. So I have to use my car at least once, I have to take the monorail at least once, I have to take the Skyliner at least once, I have to take a boat at least once, and I need to take a bus at least once. So that is definitely going to take some time because Disney transportation is not always the fastest, but it is free. It is also spring break right now. Spring break started last week and no annual pass holders are blocked out at the moment. So the parks are gonna be really busy today because it is a weekend. So I'm here in Animal Kingdom. My first lightning lane has started 10 minutes ago. So let's go ride that. Making my way to Animal Kingdom, and of course I get distracted by Kevin because she is out roaming, and I love that she is one of the few roaming characters here in Walt Disney World that can actually walk around and roam. And then I also got distracted by the Eco Rhythmics, and I wish I could stop and watch and listen to them, but we got places to be. Dinosaur is a dark ride where you are hopping aboard a time rover to travel back in time to save a dinosaur from extinction. There's a 40-inch height requirement, and this ride can get kind of scary for littler kids, but I personally think it is so much fun and an absolute must-do anytime I'm in Animal Kingdom, especially knowing that it's not going to be with us much longer.
Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus, Oleoramus, Hadrosaur,
Identify!
Carnotaurus, asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it!
Okay, I absolutely love Dinosaur. I am sad to see it go, but I'm excited that we're getting some new stuff coming in a couple years. They did say Dinosaur is going to be open through 2025, but haven't given an official date, so that could mean that it's leaving at the end of 2025, early 2026, who knows, but I do love that ride. Now, the reason I didn't rope drop Animal Kingdom or get here around rope drop time is because not a lot of the food opens, and that was kind of causing an issue for me when I was planning this out. It is 10 o'clock now, which means that things are starting to open, which is perfect because the items I want are over in Pandora, which are opening in 6 minutes. And while I head that way, while I walk past the Tree of Life, I can snag my Photopass picture. So I kind of took the long way just to kind of, it's busy here today, like I said, it's spring break season, so I didn't want to be fighting through crowds while trying to talk to you guys. So I took the long way. But yeah, spring break season, multi-pass for Animal Kingdom today was $25. Normally I see it like 15 to 18, so Magic Kingdom was 35, so it's definitely a busy season, but I was able to snag lightning lanes for the last 3 parks once I scanned into Dinosaur, because you can hold 3 at a time. And once you scan into one, you can pick at other parks. So rides-wise, we're set for the day. It'll just be a matter of how long the lightning lane lines end up being. Well, let's go get our Photopass. So Photopass took about 10 minutes, which again, given that it's spring break, I'm not shocked at. But now I'm heading into Pandora to pick up my snack, which I mobile ordered, and my drink, which I could not. I think we're gonna get the drink first. No matter how many times I come here, the floating mountains will always be impressive. Okay, first we're stopping by Pangu Pangu to pick up our drink, because even though I love the rum blossom, it is only 10:15, so I'm going with the non-alcoholic night blossom. The Night Blossom from Pangu Pangu is their non-alcoholic specialty beverage, and it is layers of apple and desert pear limeade topped with boba balls. You can get this as an alcoholic version, and it includes a rum floater of Bacardi Superior rum. And this is the kids' version of the cheeseburger pods, which is a steamed cheeseburger pod stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and cheddar, and it is served with either vegetable chips or cuties. I chose 2 cuties, and I do get a Diet Coke with that, as well as a side of the creamy herb dressing. So for my drink, like I said, I got the Night Blossom because it's a little early for booze. And I love this drink. It's the perfect amount of sweet and tart. I do obviously prefer it with the rum, but it's 10:30 in the morning. So it is nice that you can get this as a non-alcoholic. And it is a nice specialty drink. And then for my food, a little weird for 10:30 in the morning, but I love the cheeseburger pods, which is why I purposely waited until Sutuli Canteen had their lunch menu. And I did get Diet Coke with it because I got a kid's meal. That doesn't count as my drink, but I just needed some caffeine. And then always grab a creamy herb dressing when you get the cheeseburger pods. It makes them so much better. The bun is nice and soft, and the meat inside is cooked and seasoned perfectly. I'm not someone who likes pickles. Like, I actually really hate pickles. And even though there's pickles in here, it's such a light flavor and it blends so well together that I don't really taste it. And the creamy herb definitely helps. The only thing I wish is that there was more cheese, but that's just because I'm a Wisconsin girly at heart. But again, the creamy herb dressing helps with that. So, and I love that the kids' meal comes with 2 cuties. I can throw these in my backpack. Not that I'm gonna need them today, I'm getting a snack at every park. But these are nice for during the week while I'm working at home. So yeah, I love this meal. It's usually one that I get when I'm here at Animal Kingdom. And this is it for Animal Kingdom. We are then heading to Epcot after this. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I will see you guys back in my car to prove to you that I'm using my car at least once today. And getting to and from the parks did not count this morning, and when I'm done with the challenge. The challenge started at 9:18 this morning when I scanned into Animal Kingdom. Okay, I'm back in my car, and it is not moving. I'm not driving. It's not even on. I have my car keys sitting in my lap. Took a little bit longer to get out of Animal Kingdom. I had to stop by Photopass and grab my dinosaur Photopass. I had to grab my dinosaur attraction photo because if I'm doing a ride that has a ride photo, I'm going to use that as proof that I actually rode the ride. And if it doesn't, I will take a selfie once I get on the ride. So yeah, I was in and out of Animal Kingdom in like an hour and a half, right? 9:18 to like 9:45, yeah, hour and a half. Now I'm going to drive to the TTC to head to Epcot, and I will take the monorail to Epcot to check the monorail off of our list. So let's head over there. All right, I am officially at the TTC, hopping on the Epcot monorail line over to Epcot. Okay, so I'm at Epcot now. I already did my Photopass. I'm here much later than I expected to be, based on times for my multi-pass challenge. But I guess I really did not take into consideration how long getting a snack, a drink, and Photopass at every park was going to be. So I'm now making my way to Soarin', which I have a lightning lane for. I think what I decided to try to do was to try to do a tier 1 ride as my ride choice. Because obviously I'm not doing the most popular ride in every park. Those tend to be the single pass lightning lanes, which were all sold out before I could book lightning lanes. So I think tier 1 is still pretty good for in terms of popularity. Animal Kingdom obviously has no tiers, so that's why I went with Dinosaur, and with the limited number of rides at Animal Kingdom at the moment and people liking Dinosaur now that it's going away, that one has been pretty popular. So making my way to Soarin'. And once I'm there, I'll kind of decide what I'm going to get for food and drink. I have some ideas, but I'm skylining over to Hollywood Studios. So that does, I don't know if I want to make a full loop around World Showcase, but I will if I'm really craving some crab wontons. Soaring Around the World is a hang gliding motion simulator attraction where you are soaring over some of the world's most beautiful sights. There's a 40-inch height requirement, and I personally think that, again, this is a must-do. I don't know if I've ever met someone who rode this ride and didn't enjoy it.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick, and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. Seat compartment. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and of course, these little beauties.
Just got off of Soarin'. It was a posted 50, and it ended up being 15, which is just a reminder that lightning lane does not mean walk-on, it just means expedited wait. And with something like Soarin' that has a really slow load and unload process, it's never going to be a walk-on, especially when the posted standby is 50. So I did decide I do want to get the cheesy crab wontons for my snack. So I'm headed towards China now. And it is busy, so doing a lot of bobbing and weaving. Now, during the Flower and Garden Festival here at Epcot, there is an Uncrustables stand that gives out free Uncrustables starting at 11 a.m. until they run out. So I had to stop by and pick one up because I saw that they had raspberry flavored ones. Now, the Uncrustable is not my snack here at Epcot. My official snack are the house-made cheesy crab wontons from Lan Wan, which is the China festival booth. And these are fried wontons filled with cream cheese, celery, and imitation crab stick drizzled with a plum chili sauce. And then for my drink, I picked up the Moonshine Sour from the Regal Eagle Bar, which is Old Smoky Blackberry Moonshine, Blood Orange, Blackberry, and Lemon. Back in my tried and true spot in Morocco, I was going to eat in Japan, but it was very full. Somehow, miraculously, these crab wontons have made it pretty much around World Showcase. So I start with the crab wontons from China. If you have seen any of my videos about Flower and Garden, you know these are one of my favorite things. I love them so much. Did I plan to have this video during Flower and Garden so I could eat these? Yeah.
You'll be explaining it to your kids.
Not gonna lie, they are a little cold, but again, I carried them from China over here to Morocco and waited in like a 15-ish minute line for my Moonshine Sour. So that's my fault, they're a little cold. But no, Moonshine Sour. It is always perfect. It is tart, but not like puckery tart. It's not super sweet, which is nice. It's a really nice balance. We have figured out how to make these at home, so when I'm back in Wisconsin, we tend to have these, especially in the summer, because they're just so refreshing. You really don't taste the moonshine in it. It's just a nice blood orange flavor. And that is from the America booth. So that is here year round. You do not have to be here at a specific festival. The cheesy crab wontons are festival exclusive. So I'm gonna eat these because I gotta get to Hollywood Studios. My lightning lane starts in like 15 minutes. And I'm taking the Skyliner there. So I'm gonna quickly eat these and I will see you guys on the Skyliner. All right, I have officially exited Epcot out of the International Gateway in the back to hop on the Skyliner. All right, officially on the Skyliner. All right, one thing I love about riding.
We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot.
One thing I love about riding the Skyliner at this time of day is because it's not like a peak park hopping hour. Park isn't opening or closing. They give you your own cabin. They give each family their own cabin. So I have an entire Skyliner cabin to myself, which makes me so excited. While I was walking over here, while I was walking to the Skyliner, I got to thinking, this challenge ends once I've completed everything and I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. The issue is I grabbed the Lightning Lane for Jungle Cruise, which is a tier 1 attraction at Magic Kingdom, so it falls under the categories that I'm working with for $6.15. So I want that to be the last thing that I do. My plan is to stay at Magic Kingdom after I've completed the challenge, just because I have multi-pass. I'm out here anyways, why not? So I don't want to wait until close to park close to complete the challenge to take a boat back to the TTC. So I think what I'm going to do is take a bus from Hollywood Studios to one of the Magic Kingdom hotels and then take a boat from one of the hotels to Magic Kingdom, so that way I can check off boat a little bit sooner. So I think that's the plan right now. My hair is just wild because it's a nice breezy day up here. So yeah, that's the plan. Once I get to Hollywood Studios, my lightning lane for Rock and Roller Coaster starts right now, so I do have a full hour and then a 15-minute grace at the back end. So I'm not super worried about timing because we are on the Skyliner headed towards Hollywood Studios. We do have to transfer at Caribbean Beach though, but we're already at the turn station. I'm not worried about my lightning lane for Rock and Roller Coaster. So far we're looking good. We will have a little extra time at Hollywood Studios just because, again, my lightning lane for Jungle Cruise isn't until 6:15, so I might do a couple extra things at Hollywood Studios while I'm there anyways. I have made it to Caribbean Beach, which is where the main Skyliner hub is, and I do have to transfer to get to Hollywood Studios from here. I used to be super afraid of heights. I'm not as bad about it anymore, but it is breezy today, and between Epcot and the Riviera, we paused like 3 times, and not gonna lie, that does make me nervous when we pause, especially when it's breezy and the carts kind of sway. Not my favorite thing in the world, but we're almost at Caribbean Beach Station, and then from there it's a quick little jump over to Hollywood Studios. Okay, made it to Hollywood Studios with plenty of time to spare for my lightning lane. But I'm heading there right away, just because it'll open up more things for me to do at Magic Kingdom once this challenge is complete. And it's perfect. I have 2 things I have to do down here. I have the ride and the Photopass, which I will get after I ride Rock and Roller Coaster. And then we'll worry about snack and drink. And then I might watch the Frozen show while I'm here. I have time. We'll see. Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith is a high-speed roller coaster in the dark where you are traveling to an Aerosmith concert. There is a 48-inch height requirement, and this is the only roller coaster in Walt Disney World with inversions. Now, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, I used to be terrified of this ride. I actually only rode it for the first time this past November for my dad's birthday, and I fell in love with it instantly. I cannot believe I went all these years without riding it. It is now one of my favorite rides, and I am so sad that it is going to be rethemed to the Muppet. But I'm so excited to get to ride this today with a lightning lane.
Right. Hey, don't mind us. We'll be finished in just a minute.
Okay, so Rock and Roller Coaster done. I love that ride. I'm so sad it's getting replaced with the Muppets. If you had told me though 6 months ago that I would love Rock and Roller Coaster and consider it one of my favorite rides in Disney World, I would have thought you were lying to me. But it is now one of my absolute favorites. I do it every time I'm here in Hollywood Studios, especially when the single rider line is short. And then I did grab my picture with Tower of Terror because I consider that the icon of this park, not the Chinese theater. I polled my parents and both of them agreed, and Disney's merchandise agrees. Disney has a Park Icons merchandise line right now, and all of it has Tower of Terror. So I used Tower of Terror as my park icon picture, and they had the suitcase out, which made it even better. So very excited about that. I don't think I'm gonna make this upcoming Frozen show. It starts in 10 minutes, and with how busy it is today, I have a feeling it's gonna fill up a little quicker, especially because I'll wanna get my drink beforehand. So I'm not super hungry yet just because of my snacks in Animal Kingdom and Epcot. I kind of want to wait a little bit before I eat something. So I think what I'll do, I have a feeling the line for Baseline is going to be long, and that's where I am going for my drink. So I'm going to head over to Baseline, get my drink, and then I will probably make my way to Frozen and just kind of hang out in that waiting area until the next show starts. And then after that, I think I will get my snack, because hopefully by then I will be hungrier. So let's go to Baseline. If you have seen any of my other videos before, you should not be surprised that I'm going to Baseline for my drink, and I am picking up the Coronado Brewing Company Superfruit Hard Cider. Okay, so I'm sitting outside Frozen right now. I asked the cast member, they said they open up the chains on the hour because the show is on the half hour. So, and in 20 minutes I can go inside the queue area and wait. For now I'm just sitting right outside it because I don't want to go that far. But I got the Superfruit something hard cider, the hard cider from Baseline. This is what replaced the Ace Space Bloody Orange hard cider, which I miss dearly. It's definitely not as good as the Bloody Orange Hard Cider, but it is, for someone who doesn't drink beer, it's a fine replacement. It's a little sweet, it's tart, it's heavier than the Bloody Orange Hard Cider, so I can't drink as many. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna try not to drink the whole thing before the show even starts, because I do like having a beverage with the show. And I think I'm gonna eat the Uncrustable that I picked up from Epcot, even though I'm not super hungry, but it's getting kind of mushy in my bag, and that's kind of gross. We've done 3 of the 4 things we need to here, and I'm not worried about waiting a little bit to get my snack here because the clock won't stop on this challenge until I'm done at Magic Kingdom, so I have time to kill. Now, if you don't know what the Frozen Sing-Along Celebration is, it is a retelling of the story of Frozen by 2 Arendelle historians. And honestly, they are the best part of the show. They are so funny. They make such great jokes. They have really great crowd interaction. And I come to this show often just by myself. You do not need to have kids to enjoy the show. My parents even like this show. So if you've never seen this before, definitely come check it out. I promise you, you will enjoy it.
Yeah! Where should we start?
I got this. Let it go, let it go. Don't hold back, no.
Too soon. That's the big one, so save it.
Gotta build up to that.
Yeah, you know.
Where do we start?
Where every good story starts, the beginning.
It was a dark and stormy night.
No, it wasn't.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
No, it wasn't.
I never see you anymore. Come out the door, it's like you've gone away.
They died.
Yes!
Dead parents, what is this, Bambi?
No.
Or the Lion King?
No.
Or Tarzan?
No.
Or Snow White or Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast or Lilo and Stitch or Big Hero 6, Little Mermaid or Aladdin or Princess and the Frog or White Last Dragon or Congo, maybe not a Congo, I haven't seen it, but a parent probably dies. All I know you don't talk about Bruno! They like sad stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Let me tell you about my childhood.
We don't have time.
Oh, I hope so. Then we can really celebrate the Arendelle Festival. I'm so glad you're here.
And then for my snack from Backlot Express, I picked up the buffalo fries, which are ranch seasoned french fries drizzled with buffalo ranch sauce and blue cheese dressing. I mobile ordered right before the Frozen show to get the buffalo fries from Backlot because I really love these. And they are a good size for one person. This could be a mess. Hang on. The buffalo sauce that they put on these is so good. It actually does have a little bit of heat to it, so if you are spice adverse, these have some kick to them. I'm not a blue cheese girly, and I can't even tell that it's blue cheese dressing because of how flavorful the buffalo sauce is. So this is one of my go-tos here at Hollywood Studios when I just need like a little snack, not something super filling. Otherwise, I'll go for like a Ronto wrap. I didn't need something as big as a Ronto wrap because I did snack in Animal Kingdom and Epcot. So this is the perfect size. I did grab a Diet Coke. This doesn't count towards the 4-part challenge. I just needed something to drink with this and a little bit of energy to get me through the rest of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm going to take a bus. I don't know which bus I'm gonna take yet. Either Grand Floridian or Polynesian. I prefer Polynesian just because the boat goes from Polynesian directly in Magic Kingdom. Whereas if I go for Grand Floridian, I'll have to go from Grand Floridian to Polynesian to Magic Kingdom. But if the bus for Grand Floridian is here first, I'll just hop on that one. But that will knock out bus and boat today. And then we will be at Magic Kingdom. And I think what I'll do is get my food and my drink first, because my food item is actually something I can save and bring home with me. So I'll snack on it a little bit at Magic Kingdom, but I will be able to bring the majority of it back home with me. So yeah, we're making really good time. I don't think I'll actually have to kill too much time at Magic Kingdom before being able to scan into Jungle Cruise because we have 2 hours. So by the time I finish this, get on a bus to one of the hotels, get on the boat to Magic Kingdom, get my snack, get my drink, it'll be pretty dang close to scanning into Jungle Cruise, so I'm so excited to be able to finish this challenge with Jungle Cruise and not have to kill too much time in Magic Kingdom. All right, park number 3 is officially done. 1 park left, heading to the buses, and it just so happens that the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian are on the same bus line, so I won't have to pick and choose which bus makes the most sense to get on. Okay, so it turns out that Poly and Grand Flo share a bus from Hollywood Studios, and luckily for me, the first stop was Poly. So, bus done. Last mode of transportation is the boat. So we are headed to the resort boat launches to hop on the boat to Magic Kingdom. Now, my issue with Magic Kingdom was the specialty drink, because Magic Kingdom is a dry park, so there really weren't that many specialty drink options. But because I'm not a huge fan of the LeFou's brew, so I really didn't want to do that. But I was able to find one that I've never had before. Oh, the boat's leaving. These come pretty quickly. But yeah, so I found an option that I haven't had before. Mobile ordered it, so it will be ready. I might have to move the mobile order up a little bit. I got over here faster than I expected to. But I do also have to stop by the confectionery for my treats. So we're making really good progress. We're gonna be able to finish this Jungle Cruise, which is awesome. I have officially made it to the Polynesian Resort boat launch to check off the final form of transportation heading to Magic Kingdom. As I entered Magic Kingdom, the Adventure Friends Cavalcade was going by, and somehow I have never seen this cavalcade before, even though they've had it for quite some time now. I keep meaning to because this is the only place that you can see Marie, and she's one of my absolute favorite characters, so I figured since it'd be kind of hard to get down Main Street anyways, might as well stop and watch the cavalcade while it's right here. Okay, so we're heading into the confectionery for our treat. We are doing the candied popcorn, where it's essentially make your own popcorn. Making your own popcorn here at the Colonel Kitchen is so fun and so easy, and the cast members really walk you through it. But really, you're picking a popcorn, you're picking a syrup, and then you're putting some candies and some fun toppings on top. For the popcorn with 2 toppings and syrup, it's $12.99, and then for every additional topping, it is another $1. Hello! Could I get the caramel popcorn, please? And I will do dark chocolate syrup. And then for my toppings, I will do the milk chocolate M&Ms, the Twix, and the pretzel pieces, please. And then they make the popcorn right in front of you, which is so fun to watch. And what I really love is that they put half the popcorn in, put some syrup, put some of the toppings, put the other half of the popcorn in, more syrup, more toppings, so that way the syrup and the toppings are really incorporated throughout it. And it's not just right on the top, where once you eat them, then it's just regular popcorn the rest of the way through. I really like that they do this to really make sure that the syrups and the toppings are incorporated throughout. Okay. Grabbed my popcorn from the Colonel Kitchen. I pushed back my mobile order for Casey's Corner. I'm gonna see if there's a short Photopass line. The nice thing with Magic Kingdom is there are so many Photopass photographers who are on Main Street with the castle behind, and technically any of these would count for me. So I think I'm gonna go with the one that's slightly closer. No, I'm gonna go with the girl right here. So, and then we'll get everything from Casey's. So here's my creation from the Colonel Kitchen, which is caramel corn, dark chocolate syrup, regular M&Ms, Twix pieces, and pretzel pieces. And then I picked up the frozen mint julep lemonade from Casey's Corner, which is classically blended mint julep featuring Minute Maid premium lemonade, topped with fresh mint leaves, cherry, and lemon. So from Casey's Corner, I picked up the frozen mint julep lemonade, which I don't think I've ever had before. I should have grabbed a napkin, but here we are. My life. Oh, that is really good. Now, I am a mint fan, and this is very minty, which is why I like it so much. If you're not a mint fan, I definitely don't think that you're gonna like this because it is pretty mint. It's not super mint heavy, you get it a lot on the back though. So yeah, I really like this. Again, it is non-alcoholic because Magic Kingdom does not do alcohol unless you're at a table service, but this is really nice. It's refreshing. It is warm out today, so this is hitting the spot. And let's see if my popcorn is ready to be eaten. I like to wait until the chocolate has kind of solidified. Otherwise, it just makes like the biggest mess in the world. It looks like it is. So I like the caramel corn. I noticed today that they had kettle corn, and I haven't gotten this in quite some time. They packed this thing full. I haven't gotten this in quite some time, so I don't know when they got kettle corn, but I'm kind of bummed that I just was not paying attention and just ordered my usual order, because I do love kettle corn. But I do caramel corn with dark chocolate, regular M&Ms, Twix, and pretzel pieces. So this thing is just so packed full. Honestly, I wish that they had given a little space so I could shake it while the chocolate was still liquid and try to get some of the pieces down, but I'm not gonna complain. I love caramel corn so much. Okay, here's a good piece. I'm gonna put a couple Twix pieces on there. So yeah, once the chocolate like firms up, it kind of breaks apart into pieces and it's delicious. I'll put another pretzel piece on there because the pretzel's lacking too. It's gonna be difficult. This is delicious. It's one of my favorite desserts. I love getting this as like a sweet treat while I'm here. Normally I do get it at the end of the night and just take it right home. But this is a great little treat to get. Kids, I'm sure this is super fun for kids too, because you get to build it yourself. They have 4 popcorn offerings now that they added kettle corn, 3 syrups, and just a bunch of toppings. So you can make it to how you like it, and it does travel well. The first time I got this, my hair is doing something funny. The first time I got this was before I moved here to Florida, and I brought it home. I had like a Disney shopping bag with this and some other merch probably. So I did have it in my as a like carry-on. And I was able to bring this home to Wisconsin and snack on it like after the fact. Now obviously I live here, it's far easier to bring home. I will say though, don't wait forever to eat it because it will kind of get stale unless you put it in like an airtight container. The containers they give you are not airtight. They're actually holes in the top, probably to help the chocolate solidify. I don't know. But yeah, and it's a huge amount for like $12, and you do get annual pass holder discounts on it. So, because the confectionery is a merch shop. So I absolutely adore this treat, and I don't have to eat it all right now because I would be extremely full from that. So I have 20 minutes until my lightning lane starts, but since I can scan in 5 minutes early, I only have 15 minutes, and then we will have completed this challenge. This went far easier than I expected, but somehow it also took longer than I expected. And I think partially because when I was able to book lightning lanes after scanning into Dinosaur, I got to Dinosaur a little bit later than I had originally planned on doing, but I had also picked my lightning lane for Dinosaur to be like that 9:20, 9:30 hours, so that way once I finished with that and did the Photopass, the food options would be open. If I had gotten to Animal Kingdom for Rope Drop, I would have really struggled with a food and drink item. So by the time I was able to book lightning lanes, luckily I was able to get a Soarin' I actually had to move Soarin' up. No, I ended up pushing Soarin' back so by the time I was able to book lightning lanes, thankfully I was able to get Soarin' and Rock and Roller Coaster for times that worked with me. I did have to rush a little bit from Animal Kingdom to Epcot to Hollywood Studios to make those work. And the earliest available lightning lane for Jungle Cruise was 6:15, and I kept checking back, and once they were out, I didn't see them come back. So because of that, I did end up spending more time in Hollywood Studios than I originally would have, and more time than I did at Animal Kingdom and Epcot, just because I didn't have to rush to get over here, and I do love the Frozen show, so if I was able to see that just kind of is an extra bonus fun for me for the day. So obviously I've done kind of a 4-park challenge when I do my multi-pass challenges, but this one had that extra caveat of eating something, drinking something, taking pictures, and using Disney transportation, which does take time. Now, I know that this did seem kind of easy for me, and that is because it kind of was. But the other reason I did this was to kind of see how the timing worked, especially with things like Photopass and the transportation. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the transportation part for my upcoming challenge, but that's kind of what I was seeing today, because in a couple of weeks, I haven't picked a date yet, I am going to do this challenge again, but include both parks at Universal Orlando. So that's Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And that is going to be a bigger undertaking because that requires a trek up or down I-4. I'm probably going to start there, if I'm being honest, and come back down because I have a feeling that traffic going towards it once I'm done with these parks might be worse. I don't know. I kind of got to plan that out, but that's a big reason why I started with the 4-park challenge before doing the 6-park challenge, to get a sense of how quickly I was able to get through these, and also, again, the transportation. I haven't decided if I'm going to say I'm using Disney transportation for that, or if I'm going to do it with my car. It would be far easier if I use my car. But that will be another day and another video in the future. So keep an eye out for that. So now I'm going to drink my frozen mint julep lemonade before scanning into Jungle Cruise, and then we will wrap up. The Jungle Cruise is a slow-moving boat ride where you are going on a tour of the rivers of Asia, Africa, and South America, and your skipper is telling some somewhat corny dad joke, but I always have a great time on this. I always laugh no matter how many times I've heard the jokes because they are pretty funny. There is no height requirement for this ride, so it is perfect for all ages. Like that, I have completed the 4-park challenge. Ironically enough, the Jungle Cruise boat that I was on took off exactly 8 hours and 59 minutes after I scanned into Animal Kingdom. So let's just round up and call it 9 hours. So in 9 hours, I did 4 rides, 1 bonus show, which was not initially on the list, 4 park exclusive snacks, 4 park exclusive drinks, 4 Photopass pictures with the park icon, and used 5 different modes of transportation. All in all, I think this was a pretty good day, and I am so excited to try this, including the 2 Universal Orlando theme parks as well. Now, do I think this is something that everyone should try? Depends. If you're someone who comes to the parks often, I definitely think this is something fun that you could try. But if you are not someone who comes multiple times a year, if you only come once every couple years, I definitely think that you shouldn't do it because you are only doing 1 ride in each park. But again, if you're local, if you come multiple times a year, I think it's a fun challenge to try at least one of the days that you're here. So let me know in the comments if you've ever done the 4-park challenge. And in the meantime, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on all of my socials. Bye guys!